Warriors fans, yes you, Dub Nation, where you at? Even NBA fans, hey, we're talking basketball. We're talking NBA basketball. I'm C-Train, this is a station. But hey, here at C-Train Station, we love our trade rumors. We love to talk about the draft. We love to just analyze sports. We love to do everything. And right now, we are talking Golden State Warriors off-season. And here at C-Train Station, I provide solutions, okay? We're not just about analyzing the problems and nitpicking about everything that's wrong with the club. C-Train Station is about solutions. It is so possible for the Warriors to win the NBA championship this next season. One more time. It is easily possible for the Warriors to win the NBA championship, the Larry O'Brien trophy, next season. It's just going to take some work. And actually, while we're at it, the Warriors are going to have to do what's called try or make effort. Okay? So that's going to, and what I mainly am talking about, who I'm mainly talking about, is the Warriors front office and ownership. And it's so evidenced. Every Warriors fan should be able to see the Warriors did not try. They didn't try to get better last season. They said, look, we are a flawed team. We are going to continue to be flawed. As the Warrior squad, we will continue to be completely flawed, continue on that same path. However, we will expect different results. So, we're going to do the same thing that has failed, has brought us moderate success, and then we're going to expect success, something that we haven't had. There's no precedent. Got it. Okay. And this is so evidenced by the playoffs. Oh, it kills me. It kills me that the Mavs said, look, we're in a spot midseason, and we want to be better. We are going to do things that we think will make our team better. And they made their team better with Gafford and PJ Washington. Oh my gosh. Because they wanted to. They wanted to win. The Warriors didn't want to win. The Warriors didn't make any moves except for Corey Joseph. That's like pretty much nothing. The Mavericks moved. The Knicks moved. The Pacers moved. Come on. Mike Dunleavy Jr., get off your butt and move. You have to think. You have to have the vision. And I know that Joe Lacob will back you up. But here's the thing. You don't even have to. I got the vision. C-Train has the vision. I'm going to give you right now a player, absolutely, who can help the Warriors in the vein of Otto Porter Jr. with the Warriors with more upside. Way more upside. Would you like that? Without that injury, without that devastating injury history, right? That Otto Porter Jr. had. Okay, here's the guy. Deni Avdija. Deni Avdija of the Washington Wizards. Yes, of the putrid filth Washington Wizards. Excuse me, just their record is putrid filth. Like the organization's record. Wow. Deni Avdija would be an amazing Golden State Warrior. Deni Avdija, in my opinion, pushes the needle more than there are rumors about a Dejounte Murray. I like Dejounte Murray. He is a good player, right? Deni Avdija can be had, I believe, for pennies on the dollar comparatively to a Dejounte Murray, and also have the impact of a Otto Porter Jr. essentially. But let's go over some of the main reasons. Let's look over some stats. Let's see some of the main reasons why I think Deni Avdija would be an absolutely brilliant decision and addition for the Golden State Warriors for this next season. Okay, he averaged 15 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, 37% from beyond the arc. So that's good. That's decent. 37% from beyond the arc. That's doable for sure. 74% free throw percentage. Okay, here are a couple. Here's just some analysis. I watched so much video. I've been scouring rosters, seeing what types of players would really fit that Steve Kerr system, would fit with Stephen Curry, would fit the Golden State Warriors culture, and Deni Avdija is it's pinpointed on him, and it's so easily seen. You just have to watch. You literally, all you got to do is pull up the YouTubes, and watch. Just look for yourself. But here's a couple things. He averaged 1 steal a game, just about, but he's got better defense, in my opinion, than just that steal a game. Okay. He has 1 through 5 defensive ability. I believe that he can, in a pinch, he can guard 1 through 5. I believe he's better 2 through 4, right? But easily, he will be able to play in the Warriors defense, a versatile 1 through 5 defender. He is active on offense and on defense. Oh my gosh, go and watch a Washington Wizards game. He is literally, he's tangibly, he's trying way harder. He is putting forth way more effort than his teammates. You can see, it's so interesting. I watched a couple of his games. Oh my gosh, the teams. One of them was against the Pelicans. It was the Wizards against the Pelicans. And oh my gosh, Deni Avdija is literally moving way faster. It's like he's playing a different game than the rest of his teammates. And actually, that is an interesting one. He gets like 40 plus points against the Pelicans. YouTube that. You should YouTube Deni Avdija, 40 plus points. I believe it's 42 against the Pelicans. He actually looks it. You will look at one of his teammates, and they'll just be like, whatever. And you look at him, it's like active, ready to receive the ball. Active on offense, active on defense. It actually seems like he's playing in a playoff game, and like the Wizards team are like just playing in a preseason game or in a practice pretty much. It's the effort level and the discrepancy is absolutely fascinating. It's fascinating. And honestly, these are some of the things that you like only... I'm not these are some of the things you only get at C-Trade Station, but like these are some of the cool dynamics that I can provide when we're talking about the analysis. It's just like, here's the C-Trade Station omelet real quick as we're talking about Deni Avdija. So this is just communicating, like a little meta communication about, okay, it's beneficial when you're scouting a player or watching a player to like actually just watch a full game. Not only to watch their touches, but to also see what they do without the ball. So like watching highlights doesn't necessarily do, right? It doesn't do some of these players justice, and I think that Deni Avdija is one of them. Okay, but I'll keep on going. It's just very, very interesting. I really comment below if you Google or YouTube or whatever the Deni Avdija game where he gets like 42 against the Pelicans. Tell me if you think that he's playing at a way faster, more intense pace than every single one of his teammates. Okay. He is a two-way player, and he's tough. I wrote an article about him like maybe 4 years ago or so. He has a very interesting upbringing. You should definitely look into it, but I believe his dad was a basketball player. Intense upbringing. He is a tough player, and I love his intensity. You can see that he has a high motor. You can see that he has passion for the game. There we go. That's a word that I think has been escaping me. He's got just an incredible passion for the game. Those are the type of players that you want to pair Steph Curry, Draymond with, okay? Players who are passionate. Brandon Pajensky is passionate. Kayvon Looney, right in his prime, he plays with passion, right? Like he does. So those are the types of players. Okay, another thing about Deni. Oh, this is amazing. He is an awesome ball handler. Very underrated. 4 assists a game. Good, right? Especially for like a guard or for like a forward more. He loves to push the ball, and he can definitely be a secondary ball handler. Deni Avdija is a player that I want to be a secondary or tertiary ball handler. The Warriors are interested, I believe, in Malik Beasley as well, for example. I would rather have Avdija handle the ball 10 times out of 10 than a player like Malik Beasley, and it's just a different thing in and of itself. Avdija has great vision. He's a great passer and mover. He likes to set up. So he's also he's really good in the pick and roll, and he's really good at like slipping, at slipping that roll to the basket. He's awesome at that. Great in the pick and roll. I actually think that Deni Avdija and Brandon Pajensky would have, I want to say borderline all-star potential, but those two players on the same court, the intensity would be like just ratcheted up so much, and they're both of their versatility, their selflessness, that you would see. I projected it's like you could almost get borderline all-star play from a combination of the likes of a Pajensky and a Deni Avdija, and that's so hard to do. Like the things that we're talking about here are difficult because we are talking. The Warriors are going to try to get players who. It's easy to say go get Giannis, right? It's easy to say go get Paul George. They're not always available. It's very difficult. So what we're trying to do here is literally manufacture a championship, which is like a lot how they did in 2022. So it's but without the whole two timeline stuff. This one timeline. You win next year, and then there's one timeline. You win the year after that. What are you talking about? Stop. Okay. Stop. Excuse me. Are we stopping now? Okay. Moving on. Moving on. I believe that Avdija came out and said that he was tired of losing. You can tell that he's sick and tired of losing. Avdija is a player that is hungry. So he's passionate, hungry, and he's sick and tired of losing. Hey, that's exactly the type of player that you need on the Warriors. Is exactly who they've been wanting. It's exactly who they've been needing. So getting Avdija, just getting him on the squad, right? Having a player who's going to practice hard, who's going to practice competitively, who's going to add that to the culture is so freaking important. And here's another thing that I'll say. I watched so much of Kyle Kuzma when I was watching when I was also watching Deni Avdija, and it is brutal how much I think that Avdija would fit on the Warriors so much better than Kyle Kuzma. So it does scare me that the Warriors might try to do the whole to try to go for the bigger name. Like, for example, like instead of Dejounte Murray, go Herb Jones and get Pajensky into ball handling. And then use whatever available capital and go higher. Instead of Kyle Kuzma, go for Deni Avdija, consolidate some talent, and then go on. But don't get a player that won't move the needle and won't organizationally move the needle just to get them. Okay, so players that I think have such value are players like Herb Jones, defense, and some shooting from on the arc, and specifically Deni Avdija. Deni Avdija is your find, Dub Nation. Deni Avdija is your steal. And if we look about how the Warriors could conceivably get him, like a brilliant move, in my opinion, a brilliant move would be something like Moses Moody, Kayvon Looney, 2 or 3 second-round draft picks, and hope that you can pick up Deni Avdija. That would be the type of move, right? If they countered with like that they would want like a Kuminga, then you take their 2nd overall draft pick. Like that's the type of move. But I believe that something like Moses Moody, Kayvon Looney, and a couple 2nd-round draft picks could pry away Deni Avdija. And I believe that because Bilal Coulibaly has a lot of potential. Kuzma may not be movable. So if you show the initiative, even dangle a couple second rounders out there. Give them an appreciative value talent in Moses Moody. Heck, Moses Moody would be really good on the Washington Wizards, on that up-and-coming squad. He's a professional, right? For a young guy. And then Kayvon Looney, another guy who is super, super solid. I think that Kayvon Looney would do awesome on the Wizards as well, like legitimately. Okay, so, and you could sell the Wizards on that by, it's like, you're literally getting multiple champions from the Golden State Warriors. There is value from getting those players. And also, the upside of Moses Moody would be a selling point. But gosh, if you could do that, maintain. See, like the thing is, if the Warriors can maintain like a Wiggins, Thompson, Payton, then a Deni Avdija, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. But it's going to take more of that platoon, in my opinion, because, oh my gosh, a star is going to be hard to get. So it's tough. So when we're talking about a measured approach, a way that you could truly change the Warriors, that is a way. Getting Deni Avdija. There you have it, Dub Nation. There you have it. Gosh. And the last thing I'll say is that I think that Deni Avdija could easily have, better than Otto Porter type of impact. Better than Otto Porter impact. And for you saying like, oh my gosh, like Otto Porter was an amazing three-point shooter and whatnot. Okay, got it. Otto Porter shot 37% from three-point on the Warriors, and Deni Avdija shot 37% last season from the three-point line. Till next time, tell me what you think. Deni Avdija on the Warriors for Looney, Moody, and a couple second-round picks. Yay or nay? And while you're at it, do the like, do the subscribe. We're having fun at C-Train Station. Have a good one. C-Train out.